Assalamu alaikum dear students. In the previous lecture we had studied about the classification of bases as well as the physical properties of bases. In today's lecture we will study about the chemical properties of bases. What are the chemical properties of bases? That is, how bases react with salts, how bases react with acids, how bases react with metal oxides or non-metal oxides. In this section, we will be discussing all these things. The first property being a reaction of bases with metals. What happens when bases react with metals? When bases react with metals, they form metal salt and evolve hydrogen gas. I am repeating. The first property being chemical property of bases being what happens when bases react with metals or action of bases with metals. When bases react with metals, they form metal salt and evolve hydrogen gas. Here I am writing. First property being action with metals. That is, when bases react with metal, they form metal salt and evolve hydrogen gas. This is the property of bases. That is, when they react with metals, they form metal salt and release hydrogen gas. The example being NaOH, metal being Zn, there is a formation of metal salt called as sodium zincate. Sodium zincate. And there is a formation of, there is an evolution of gas, that is hydrogen gas. By balancing the reaction, putting 2 over here, Na2, ZnO2 and release of gas called as hydrogen gas, and is a formation of salt called as sodium zincate. Fine. Another example being a reaction of base with the metal. Now I am changing the base. I am writing KOH, potassium hydroxide. Reaction with zinc. There will be formation of K2, ZnO2, and there will be evolution of gas, that is hydrogen gas. By putting 2 over here, we balance the reaction. 2 potassium atoms over here, 2 potassium atoms over here. 1 zinc atom, 1 zinc atom. 2 oxygen atoms both over here, and there is zinc. So when potassium oxide reacts with zinc, there is a formation of salt called as potassium zincate, and there is evolution of gas, that is hydrogen gas. So our first property was action with metals, that is, when bases react with metals, they form metal salt and release hydrogen gas. Example, sodium hydroxide with zinc, there is a formation of salt called as sodium zincate and release of gas, that is hydrogen gas. Likewise, there is potassium hydroxide reacting with zinc, they form potassium zincate and there is evolution of gas, that is hydrogen gas. Moving to property number 2, that is action of bases with non-metal oxides. Action of bases with non-metal oxides. It was in metals. Property number 2 being action of bases with non-metal oxides. When bases react with non-metal oxides, they form salt along with water. When bases react with non-metal oxides, they form salt along with water. Here I am writing bases react with non-metal oxides, that is non-metal along with oxygen, that is non-metal oxide. Non-metal with oxygen. Non-metals are the elements that release, non-metals are the elements that gain their electrons and form negatively charged ions called as anions. So we have to react base with non-metal oxide, and there is a formation of salt along with water. Fine. Examples being base, sodium hydroxide, non-metal oxide is carbon dioxide. When sodium hydroxide reacts with carbon dioxide, there is formation of salt called as sodium carbonate, and there is there is formation of water. Fine. Another example being 2 times KOH plus CO2 gives K2CO3 plus H2O, that is sodium carbonate plus water over here, potassium carbonate plus water over here, that is salt along with water. There is an application of this reaction, that is when alkalis react with carbon dioxide. I am repeating, an application of an alkali reacting with carbon dioxide is the drying of lime, that is whitewashing. I am repeating, there is an application of when alkali reacts the base, application of this reaction, when alkali reacts with carbon dioxide, that is the drying of lime, that is whitewashing. Moving to property number 3, that is action with acids. We all know what happens when bases react with acids. These have been discussed. Reaction of acids with base, it's the vice versa, reaction of base with the acid. When bases react with acids, there is a formation of salt along with water. The reaction is called as a neutralization reaction. Since the property of an acid is its tendency to release H positive ions, that is hydrogen positive ions, and the property of base is due to the presence of its hydroxyl ions, that is when it releases OH negative ions in the water. So H positive is a property of an acid when it is dissolved in aqueous solution. OH negative is a property of base. When these combine, there is a formation of water. So what I am saying is this: the property of an acid is due to its release of H positive ions, hydrogen ions, whereas the property of base is due to its release of hydroxyl ions, OH negative ions. So what happens when bases react with acids? It is a common example. When acids react with base or when bases react with acid, there is a formation of salt along with water. The reaction is called as a neutralization reaction, or we sometimes call it as acid-base neutralization. So when bases react with acids, there is a formation of salt along with water. The reaction is called as a neutralization reaction. Example of base is sodium hydroxide. Example of acid is HCl. There is a formation of salt, that is NaCl, along with H2O. The example being NaOH plus H2SO4. There is a formation of salt, that is sodium sulfate, and there is release of water. Fine. This was property number 3. That is what happens when bases react with acids. When bases react with acids, they form salt along with water. The reaction is called as an acid-base neutralization, or simply the neutralization reaction. Property number 4. Property number 4 being action with heavy metal salts. Action of bases with heavy metal salts. That is what happens when bases react with heavy metal salt, such as zinc sulfate, ZnSO4. What happens there? There is a formation of precipitate, insoluble hydroxide precipitate. I am repeating. When bases react with heavy metals, there is a formation of an insoluble precipitate, and that insoluble precipitate is an hydroxide. Example: zinc sulfate with sodium hydroxide, ZnSO4 plus NaOH. There is a formation of insoluble precipitate, that is of hydroxide. And As earlier said, this dot represents the water molecules of water of crystallization. Since this dot represents zinc hydroxide are in the form of crystals. Not, there is no formation of water molecules. There is a formation of this dot represents crystal formation. So zinc hydroxide is present in the form of crystals along with sodium sulfate. This is also the example of what happened when bases react with heavy metal salts. When bases react with heavy metal salt, there is a formation of insoluble precipitate. So the first property being what happened when bases react with metals, there is a formation of metal salt along with the evolution of hydrogen gas. The second property being what happens when bases react with non-metal oxide, there is a formation of salt along with water. The third property being what happens when base react with acids, there is a formation of salt along with water. And the fourth property being what happened when bases react with heavy metal salts, there is a formation of insoluble precipitate as in hydroxide, and this dot represents the crystals, that is zinc hydroxide is in the form of crystals. Fine. In the next lecture, inshallah, we'll be discussing about salt. This ends up our topic acids and bases. In the next lecture, we'll be discussing about salts.